Can we escape this simulation? Conversations with Helen Morris, the Extraterrestrial Woman Beyond the Dome.
Controlled simulation within the known lands. According to information preserved in the ancestral records, the known lands currently operate as a closed system comparable to a vast greenhouse designed for the containment and manipulation of humanity. Very little in this environment is truly natural, and almost nothing happens by chance. It is physically enclosed by immense structures, such as the ice walls, and above them the invisible dome projector, whose purpose goes far beyond merely projecting images onto the sky. Nos confunden. This complex projector dome is not just a visual screen. It is a sophisticated vibrational technology that emits encoded sequences capable of interacting directly with specific regions of the human brain, particularly those that were impaired following the reset of 1728, a topic we will explore in depth later on. This report aims to clarify and confirm that, based on research conducted since the beginning of the new cycle, both the so-called official history and the environmental conditions within the known lands have been deliberately altered. Extreme weather phenomena, rain, droughts, and even temperature fluctuations are not always natural events, but are instead the result of colonizer-controlled technologies. In this field, technological advancement appears to be Anunnaki more than custodial. Specific electromagnetic frequencies are used to manipulate atmospheric ionization, triggering targeted meteorological effects. Other chemical agents are employed to modify local solar radiation and to perform what some refer to as cloud seeding, causing large-scale climate alterations. Added to this is the sustained dispersal of toxic compounds in the air, water, and earth. While such practices existed in previous cycles, their intensity and sophistication increased drastically after the 1728 reset. Nos confunden. In particular, there is evidence of the systematic introduction of substances designed to affect the body over time. Artificial particles, toxic metals, and synthetic compounds that cause persistent inflammation, disrupt key internal functions, and above all, interfere with essential biochemical pathways linked to human longevity. One of the primary targets of these toxins is the gradual suppression of the body's endogenous antioxidant systems, especially the synthesis and regeneration of glutathione. Glutathione is one of the most vital antioxidants within our cells. It helps neutralize harmful molecules known as reactive oxygen species, ROS, eliminate toxins, and protect our DNA from deterioration. When glutathione levels drop, the body becomes more vulnerable to cellular stress, which can lead to mutations, energy breakdown, and progressive loss of vital functions. This report further notes that prior to custodial intervention cycles in the first humanity, records show that human lifespans exceeded 800 or even 1,000 years. Human longevity did not depend solely on genetics, but on a pure vibrational and biochemical environment, free of external interference. However, the newer cycles of manipulation introduced genetic sequences that increasingly limited the expression of genes related to cellular repair and regeneration. Nos confunden. It has also been verified that many of the toxins dispersed throughout the environment disrupt the body's natural functions by deactivating parts of the DNA that were once active. In ancestral civilizations, these genes enabled processes such as body regeneration and greatly extended lifespans. But over time, and especially after the first major resets, human life was shortened. From living 150 to 200 years, we've come to accept an average lifespan of merely 70 or 80 as normal. A reduction that has been imposed and normalized by the narratives of those who control this system. These toxins therefore do not seek immediate extermination, but rather a slow yet continuous weakening of the human organism, eroding vitality, clouding mental clarity, and most importantly, reducing the capacity for inner resistance and connection to higher frequencies. Disease and premature aging have been transformed into biological instruments of containment, designed to keep humanity distracted by survival and far from any deep questioning of its origin or true purpose. Added to this are the constant creation of wars, the permanent state of alert, artificial border divisions, the forced idealization of belonging, and many other strategies of fragmentation that keep the new humanity separated, disconnected, and disoriented. Helen warns that none of this could be sustained without the most powerful tool of all: fear. Fear has been planted deep within the human being, not just fear of physical pain or death, but of questioning the established order itself. As long as fear exists, the dome, the walls, the orbs, and the custodial Anunnaki narratives will continue to dominate, because there will be no direct connection with the source. Nos confunden. Even so, Helen makes it clear in this report that there exists a zone of silence within the human interior that no machine, projection, or orb can access. In that profound silence lies the true connection to the celestial lands, a place where no distorting frequency or imposed narrative can penetrate. That inner space is, according to Helen, the greatest challenge for the custodians, for the intangible can never be guarded. All of this will be explored further in what follows. YouTube channel Nos Confunden.